Well, people, this is one of the reasons when you're walking in high grass, you gotta watch out. I just found a guinea nest and took 17 eggs out of it. Got them over here in the bucket if the goats don't eat them. But I gotta be careful walking around, make sure that there ain't a nothing around here. But I'm gonna leave 3 in there for right now to see if they'll come back to it and lay me some more.
Tell them you didn't use your hands.
And yeah, you don't use your hand reaching in a guinea's nest. You always get you some old tongs or something and reach down in there, because if they get the smell of your hand in their nest, they will leave it.
Yep, they won't go back.
Alrighty, people. We'll find something else to show you.
Y'all broke my eggs.
Alright, people. Step 2 in finding the guinea eggs. Then you gotta have something to incubate it in. Now, I got a little something here. It's a little taller than my head. And I don't know how that's going to show up, but see if I can get steady here. I just have turned it on, so it's taking a little while to get started warming up, leveled out. I'll show you once it gets leveled out what it looks like. That's my homemade controller. Well, partially homemade, my DIY controller, I guess the whole thing is my DIY set up. But I need to redo the inside, put me in some more racks so I can put in some more turners. But I got a bucket down there in the bottom with a float in it to keep water in. It's got 2 of the pond foggers in it for humidity control. And then I usually keep another bucket sitting up here in the top just to have enough water in there to make sure the humidity stays up. And today I decided I'd put me a light in it, because I used to run it off of light bulbs, but this time I ordered 4 of them black ceramic heaters back there. See them down there better. Them are 100 watt a piece. So I got 400 watt of heat in this thing, and we're gonna see if that helps out, if the light bulbs is better. But for right now, we're gonna let her get built up, set cleaned up. I got it cleaned up and everything, and just wait for it to build back up, and we'll put some guinea eggs and chicken eggs or whatever we can find in there. I'll bring you back when we're doing the other. And yeah, I forgot to tell you a while ago, that temperature is actually Celsius, it's not Fahrenheit, so it ain't quite that cold. And y'all heard on one of my lives, ones that comes in on our live streams, about the Wickershire Billy Joe talking about all my wires in that box. So I'm hoping it shows up pretty decent there, but there's 2 big relays in the bottom. I think I can pull about 1500 watts of power through them relays. And anyway, I got it hooked up for these 2 toppings. I can hook heating elements, or I can switch it over if I need to hook it up for a cooler. I can reprogram them for coolers, but the 2 bottom ones down here is for the humidity. And as you can see, I only got one run in for humidity right now, because I just got them pond foggers in the bottom. But yeah, he likes picking on me about my wiring in that thing.
I wonder why. I'd hate to try to rewire it.
Well, he asked me how'd I figure it out. Told him I just throwed some wires, but I did straighten the wires up in here a little bit today. I got them from laying on the shelves and hanging up and down now. So maybe I'll get him to approve of my work just a little bit. Yeah, I thought I'd show you the humidifier in progress there. Ain't that just neat, old Billy Joe? I ain't gonna never get the temperature set if I keep opening it up and looking at it. Alrighty, people, looky. We filling the incubator up. There's 3 dozen guinea eggs. There's 17 more guinea eggs, and I got a few more chicken eggs to put in there here in just a few minutes. Alrighty, we got them chicken eggs in there too. I think I'm gonna have to get my other turner and bring it out here if I put anything else. Well, let's see how this goes and hope for the best. Hang in there with us. Maybe we'll have a bunch of little peepers running around. Howdy, people.
Hi guys, and welcome to another Lazy Acres Homestead. We got a fun little project here for you. The big old DIY incubator that Glenn built.
Yeah, if I'd have known years ago when I was building this thing that I'd have wound up doing YouTube, I'd have videoed all of that, because that was a very big process. It took me several weeks to figure out the wiring in this thing that Billy Joe likes to pick on me about with all my wires.
Yep, but it was beginning to look really shabby from years and years of use outside. So we decided we'd primer it, paint it, and doll it up a little bit. We're going to bring y'all along for the ride. We'll try to do each little step that we done as we go, as we get it figured out, but this is a clean slate. And it's pretty easy what we're doing, so I think y'all going to like it.
I know I got some pictures or maybe some other little video clips where I primered it and stuff. I just got to make sure when I get to the end, hope nothing gets lost.
Yep. So we'll bring you back in just a little bit. Okay guys, the only thing we've got done so far, we know where our colors is going to be, so we taped out our design, and we're getting ready to put paper where we don't want to change the gray color. So we'll bring you back and show you that part when we get there.
And we decided we couldn't video it because it would have been beep, 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 beep.
So we didn't want that on our channel, so here's the finished product. Alrighty guys, we got everything taped off, and Glenn started spray painting. Because as you can tell, we're using spray can. He's fairly decent at it. He's using Rust-Oleum 2X. It's primer and paint together.
I ain't no good at nothing.
Well, you look like you're doing a pretty good job. Oh yeah, and safety first, he's got a mask on, so he ain't inhaling.
I'm COVID safe.
You paint fume safe too. Alrighty guys, we'll be back in just
I finally found a good use for this thing this year.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll be back in just a few minutes as soon as we get this done, take it down, and we'll show you our next step in our process. But all we got to do now is just paint our little hearts out for a second. Okay guys, this is another step of the process. You see these little things? They're printed on sticker paper. And I'm going to be cutting these out with an X-Acto knife while he's painting. So I'm going to go get these cut out with an X-Acto knife, and we'll be back. As you can see, we done moved the paper, but we're getting ready to move the tape. But there's the overall design. We're going to get all the tape off, and we'll be right back. Alrighty guys, this is what we're looking at. We hope you like it. We're getting ready to shoot it with a clear coat. That way it'll keep everything from being damaged. Clear coat should take care of all that. But all that is pictures that we printed off with the printer on sticky paper, and then I dropped my X-Acto knife and bent it.
So we had to scissor it out.
Yeah. I mean, I bent it good, and it was tearing them. So, but let you have a good look. We done a circle of life. See, there's the lazy acre. Then there's the eggs coming out, sitting on the nest. Alrighty, guys. There she is, all done. How do y'all like it? It ain't no professional job, but it sure looks a lot better than it did.
For somebody that ain't never done no major taping, arch paint or anything, I have to say I think I done pretty decent.
I think so too. There's a couple of things I want to show you, and I'm thinking when it dries it'll be better. But when we went and clear coated, you see the color.
I think that'll come
but
back
we'll
out,
come and show you because I think it'll because it's drying since it started drying a little. It's decreased.
If it don't come out, I'll send that part out and redo it. That ain't no big deal.
But we got
it's just a dead burn incubator sitting outside.
Yep, but we got it all clear coated and done.
I need to put my
thermostats back in.
Thermometers.
Yeah, your thermostats is on top. But anyway, there's our little DIY incubator.
I was going to put this in where that was at.
and let the probe be in the other, but I told him, I said that'll take the most important part of the picture out for your, you got to have it all.
But,
that's what you call butt nuggets.
Alrighty, y'all. I keep thinking about a name to go up here to name this contraption.
Glenn's mess.
Well, that could work. I thought about the lazy hen.
Electronic.
The electronic hen. The electric, I don't know.
But y'all,
if anybody come up with a good idea, leave it down there in them comments.
And it'll go on there.
And we'll get the ideals, and then we'll do something to figure out what the name's going to be.
And what recognition
to help us to name this contraption.
And we may even, what you think now? This is light, or this will be on tape as we discuss it. But if, say, "Kiss My Grace" comes up with slogan, what you think about putting "Bye, Kiss My Grace"? Or whoever, but that's just
put it on the back.
Or on the side.
No, on the back.
Yeah, I hear you. That won't work. But there you go. We'll take in the feature somewhere on here, and we'll try to make it big enough for people to see it, because this thing's probably going to be in a lot of videos. Just because it's summertime and we're raising eggs and doing chicken and guinea eggs.
Because it's doing this.
Yep, we got how many guinea eggs?
65 guinea eggs, 6, 12, 15 hen eggs in there right now.
Yep, so...
And I'm getting ready to try to get me 2 more turners to go in it.
Yep.
So that'll be enough space for about another 4 to 8 dozen.
Yep.
About 8 dozen, because I think each turner holds about 4 dozen, I think.
So, let us know. Let's see, I'll back up here so you can see the whole thing.
Well, I can do this.
Yeah, up there's the main controls. That's for the humidity and the temperature.
And like I said, if any of you wants me to try to show you how I wired all this mess up, may have to wait till the eggs hatch, but I can
undo it and redo it.
Open it up here. I built it to where I could get in to work on it.
Yep.
So, if anybody wants to know how, but I was looking the other day, and there's places out there that's done got these controllers with the wiring and everything. Only thing you got to do is plug into them.
But they're a lot higher,
well,
right?
they've come down a lot.
Okay.
They're down to the price now to where if I was to build another, I wouldn't order these. I'd order the ones that's already wired with the plugs on it. Because that's a lot of time-consuming work getting all them wires hooked up.
But he come up with this idea, and I was like, yeah. But I'm telling you, most of the time, now I don't know how these are because this is the first round of eggs in it this summer. But usually we get about 80% hatch rate, if not higher.
I've been down to 20 to 25%, but that could have been due to bad eggs. And like she said, I've been up to, well, I think one time, one round of eggs I put in there was about 90%. But
Yep.
good rule of thumb, they say if you get 50% hatching rate, you're doing good. And that's what I always shoot for, is if I get 50%, I'm tickled.
Well, unless we have a power outage
I ain't worried about
the power
out.
outage we ain't gonna worry about this year, but we have had power outages.
As long as my solar over there don't go out, this thing's gonna be a running.
Exactly.
And that's another thing. We incubating eggs with the sunlight.
That's right.
So it ain't even costing me nothing to run these now, because I done got that paid for.
Yep. So, anyway, guys, there it is. Don't forget, if you want your channel featured on our incubator, give us some good slogans or a name.
And if you got stickers,
send them.
we will stick them on it.
Yep, we'll stick your channel stickers on here. Or personal. No, well, I ain't going to say all personal stickers. They have to be family-oriented.
Yeah.
If you got family-oriented or gospel-oriented stickers you want us to put on there, we will.
If it's safe for a kid to see, we'll put it on there. Even though we don't make kids' videos,
this is
try to keep it clean.
Family channel.
I ain't no mean person, so I better put this back up here in case we do get a shower.
Yep.
That just sits up there overdone, just a little extra protection.
Just in case we have a wild storm.
Yeah.
Because it's under the shed.
Yeah, but it ain't as far as it usually is. But
no, it's usually in the back. But that's one reason we clear coated everything. Because it's usually kept pretty dry. And it may be moved back there again. But for right now, it's right here where we could work on it real good and all that good stuff. Yeah, Glenn's going to try to dry some of that paint and see if it gets worse. I just leave it and let it dry natural, which it's getting pretty cloudy, and they say we got storms in the area, so it might be a good idea. But anyway, guys, we're going to end it here. You don't need to be seeing him putting a heat gun to chicken butt.
I think it's turning back quiet again, though.
Is it? Yep, it looks like it. Well, you can still see color bleed through on this, but it'll take it a little while to dry. He went over it and went over it with clear coat. But I love my little Moana chicken.
Yeah,
me and Chris found this
something crazy on it. I wasn't gonna do nothing like that.
I like my little Moana rooster. That's a movie, in case nobody knows. It's a Disney movie, Moana. And that little chicken is a trio.
Show them the lazy.
I was showing them everything, and then...
Well, I didn't know what to read now.
But up there, I love the little diddle with the blue eyes. Then you got the chicken squeezing the eggs out. Then you got the one on the nest. And then we got the little hatchers in the shells. Got two of them done different. But I could have got these cut out better if I hadn't have broke my X-Acto knife. And some ninny boo-boo didn't think to get no extra blades. But I dropped it. It went straight through the plastic leg of the chair and fell over. So it bent the whole tip. It didn't break, but it bent it bad. So it was just pulling the stuff off. So
we're going to have to call you Michelle, huh? Michelle, you're teaching her bad habits.
Michelle, it's a part of fibromyalgia, ain't it? My hands just quit working and I drop everything.
They'll come up with any excuse, won't they?
It's the truth.
Alrighty, I think we've lingered this on long enough.
Yep. But anyway, let us know how y'all like it. Come up with the wicked name for her and we'll put you on there. Alright guys, we love you. We'll see you on the next one.
Bye.
Bye.